Well, I want to cut some of that off still. See there? There's my piece. Take that little edge and cut it off. And I'll get my liquid nails and I'll just put some right on the back of that. See, I can only go from this edge over with my liquid nails because that's where the gap is, right? And so I'll get my liquid nail out now and I'll glue that in. And it's a little cool. It's a little cool outside. And I had a brand new container of my liquid nails construction adhesive. Cut that off at an angle. So I use my tin snips for all kinds of stuff. And a little bit of sun out, so I try to put this out in the sun just to kind of soften it up. And you don't want to store this out. If you store this out in a cold garage or outside or something before you use it and it's freezing cold outside, this stuff is going to be hard to get out of your caulk gun. And so there's a little aluminum foil in there, and I'm just kind of breaking it, and I do it more than once. I use my little poker that's attached onto here. Wipe that off on something here. I don't like to leave that edge without wiping it off. And geez, this stuff is going to come out lots of times when you first do caulking out of a gun. It wants to squirt, or it wants to kind of come out hard and fast. And so just gonna that's all I'm gonna do. Boom. And even though I have the pressure off it, lots of times with a new tube, and it depends what you have, lots of times it still wants to come out. So make sure, be real careful where you put this as you set it down, because it could leak on you. Okay, so I got plenty on there. More plenty. I wanted to do this first thing because as it's drying, I may have to check on it and push on it some more. Now if I had some vice grips, I could squeeze that on there and clamp it on there. In fact, I do have some somewhere. And then I could leave that on there until it dried, you know? Oh, it doesn't seem to want to stick very well. I think that's gonna hold. We'll get you down there and have you take a quick look at that. You see there? Fixed. that'll protect it a little bit. And then when this dries on here, I can fill the rest of that up. See, I could have taken a flap and flapped it over at the bottom, huh? Once I put the a little bit more liquid nail down in that hole, that'll help it, and then I'll fix anything that spooges out on the other side. I'll fix that later, because I've got to recalk that whole thing down there. See how oh boy, the liquid nails are spooged out right in there. Where am I? Oh, here we are. Right there, see? Most of the liquid nails has come out, huh? I wonder if I need to take that out and put a little bit more on there, and I think I will. I'll wipe it on there a little better with just my fingers. Get my gloves. Take my gloves off. My little screwdriver again. You know what they actually say for construction adhesive, that you're supposed to put something together, like when you're putting paneling up or something, or maybe a piece of baseboard up against a concrete wall. You push it on there, and then you wait a minute or so, pull it off a little bit to let it tack up a little bit, and then push it back on, and it seems to work out pretty well. So I'm kind of doing the same thing with this. That looks fine. Now I can let that dry, and in a little bit I'm gonna pack this full of Durham's Rock Hard water putty, and that's how I'm fixing that corner. So see, this flashing, I call it flashing, but it's just track. It's metal track, 25 gauge metal track. And you can fix all kinds of stuff with this. It's pretty stout stuff, and it comes with you get metal studs, and then the metal studs fit in there and you screw that. But I don't usually get the metal studs to use it for little bits of flashing and stuff. I just get the track. It comes 10 foot long at the store. I got this at Home Depot. And they used to not carry it. Years ago they started carrying it, and then they have a certain amount of metal studs for this, 9-footers or 10-footers, sometimes even 12s, it depends. And you know, most of the time you have to go to a commercial wholesale house, sheetrock, that sells sheetrock, and then they usually sell metal studs, and they sell all kinds of different size, different gauge metal studs and all that kind of stuff. But 25 gauge, non-structural, and it's easy to cut with your 10 snips, and you can do all kinds of stuff with it. So think about it next time you're ready for a project, or even before a project. You know, when I went to the store, I didn't want to carry a 10-footer in my truck because it's got a short bed, and I thought, well, I don't really need 10 feet. I can use, I'm just going to cut it for scraps and stuff. And so I just took my 10 snips to the store, cut it in half, 5 feet, You could just cut the sides, fold it over. I cut the whole thing in half, and just took 2 5-footers out of the store. That's fine too.